Hello everyone, Brandon here. This is the very first video of my 5-part mobility series. How I'm going to have it is the very first two are upper body mobility warm-up, lower body, and this is just with my body, weight and the wall, you know, just because I know a lot of people don't have access to certain things that I usually use in my warm-ups. So that's why there's 5 of them. It's going to be upper body, lower body, and that's just with just me by myself. And then next week I'll be posting my mobility warm-up with bands, barbells, you know, the works. Yeah, so for this week, it's what I've started off with before, you know, when I just started working out. And then next week we'll get into what I've been doing for like powerlifting and, you know, warming up like in the gym every day, and like when I work out now, I use bands, the TRX, barbells. So yeah, I hope you all like the video, and this is just like and mobility is just another word for stretching, you know. I'm a firm believer in warming up the joints and everything before actually working out. I'm not the guy who could actually go to the gym and work out and just start working out, like, you know, just hit it with the body cold. You know, I have to be warmed up, especially for squats. You know, I have to make sure my groin is like stretched out, and just so I could hit depth and everything. Yeah, I can't hit it cold. So another thing, I don't believe in doing cardio for warm-ups. I mean, some guys who go to the gym, they'll warm up on the Stairmaster for 10 minutes or go on the treadmill for 20 minutes, you know, and it's like, all right, then that's good enough. But no, hell no, I'm not doing that. I mean, I just feel like you're kind of well, for power and strength. I mean, I think that's just kind of a waste. I mean, and that's just me personally. I mean, you're kind of draining yourself if you don't, you know. That's why, like, especially when I would want to lose weight, I'd hit the weights first, and after all that, I'll do cardio, you know, and I never do steady cardio. It's always hit. So, like for the treadmill, I'll put the incline on 3, and I'll change the speed. I'd have the speed changing from every minute and for 30 seconds. So I'd run on, or I'd calmly walk at a 3.5 speed, and for a minute, and then for 30 seconds I'd jump up to 8.5 speed, and then I'd go back down to 3.5 speed, and then 8.5 back and forth. I do that for I think like 15 minutes. And that's just on the treadmill. And I do the same thing for Stairmaster, but holy hell, Stairmaster is a lot harder. I think I go up and down between level 5 and level 10. But yeah, that's just for HIIT. All right. Every day before I work out, I do 10 to 15 minutes of mobility work. So hope you like the footage. If anyone has any questions, just post in the comments below, and have a great day. To start off my warm-up, I do roly-polies. I'm not too sure if this is actually the right name for them, but it just felt right. Yeah, roly-polies. You can really feel your like spine open up, and also it's good for your hamstrings too and your glutes. It feels just really good to actually just wake up the entire body when you do this. After this, I go on to knee wipers. Seemed like the right name for them. So what I'm doing here, I'm keeping my arm, like my hands to my upper back on the floor at all times, and I'm basically just twisting my knees from side to side, lifting my head up here just to get more core activation in the exercise. I do these for 5 to 10 reps each side, and one set. You could do more, you could throw in extra sets, it's all up to you. But yeah, this is just to really get the spine in the work again, and also just to activate the core throughout the whole workout. Scorpion kicks. This is one of my favorite exercises here. The main goal, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your heel to touch your hands. So if just to further explain this exercise, I'm laying flat on my stomach and my arms are perfectly out to a T. And then I'm just trying to tap, I go as high as I could to tap my feet, which isn't very too high, but yeah, this is also for the spine, the glutes, and pretty much total body to like wake everything up. And again, this is just what I like to do for my preference. You don't have to do these, it's all up to you. From here, I like to do dead hangs. So if you want, this is totally optional, but I like to get a good activation and engage my lats just for a few reps. Just really stretch the whole back, your biceps, your forearms, and everything. It feels really good. I mean, if you want, you could also get some lat engagement in there as well. And again, this is just for time. Most of you probably already know this one, arm circles or arm rotations. I just like to do this just to really get the shoulders nice and stretched out, and get them nice and loose. Front and then back. If you have bands, you could also use that as well. That'll be in next week's video. I just want to touch bases with like using only your body. And here are arm dislocations. I don't mean to literally dislocate your arm, but what you're trying to do is just grab a pole, or even put your hand on the wall at about the same shoulder height, so the arm is totally parallel to the floor, and you want to have it directly behind you, so you're looking the opposite direction of where your arm is twisted. You will feel a good stretch in your biceps, your shoulder, and also your chest. This is just like really to make sure you have healthy shoulders. I mean, it feels really good, and this mobility warm-up is actually really good just about having healthy shoulders as well. OHP wall slides. That stands for overhead press. This is more of a test of your shoulder mobility. So what you want to have your butt, your upper back, your elbows, and your wrists against the wall at all times. This is to make sure you have the correct mobility. I like to do these here and there, and here's just a side view just to see. So shoulders, elbows, wrists, all throughout the movement are against the wall. Just glide up and down. Do 10, 20 reps. It's up to you. This is just, again, like a test of your shoulder mobility. Lat stretch with oblique bend. This is totally optional again. You don't have to do the bend part, but yeah, like when I do this, I feel like this is actually more of a tricep stretch, but I feel it a lot more in my lats when I do this. And just the obliques to get them nice and loose as well, nice and warmed up. like throughout, like this is today I was doing chest and shoulders, so this is why I really like to warm up just the whole upper body. And just like the back view to show everyone where I place my elbows and my hands and everything. All right, very important, warm up your rotator cuff. I like to do these half down reps, usually about 8 to 10, and then I'll start doing half up. I'm a very firm believer in having a nice, warm, loose rotator cuff whenever you're doing any pressing movements, especially for a heavy bench. You need to warm up your rotator cuff. You know, like half up, half down, half up, and then full reps. And then I'll put my arms out to the sides and just, you know, just so you get them extra loose. Yeah, you don't want to hurt yourself or snap anything especially when you're like doing a heavy bench. You know, so yeah, I'm just showing you front view, side view, and everything. So make sure you get full rotation in, or as much as you can go. Well, this is the end of my warm-up mobility workout. If you guys liked it, make sure you hit subscribe, like, leave, and any comments or questions, just put them below, and have a great day.